I've got a good one for you tonight. I call it a 2-for-1. Two songs from England Dan and John Ford Coley. I'd really love to see you tonight, and Nights Are Forever Without You. Let's learn. So the first song is I'd Really Love to See You Tonight, and it is actually sung by them in the key of F. But we're going to play it using a D form, which means to sing it in the key of F, we'll need to take the capo and put it on the 3rd fret. Now when I describe what I'm doing, I'm going to talk like it's a D, because really it is a D form, and you can move this capo wherever it's comfortable for your vocal range. But in their key, it's an F. We'll call it a D. And the intro is going to be a D form. And I'm going to go ahead and, if you've watched any of my videos, you know that I like to play fingerstyle, where my thumb takes the bass, and then I'll allow the rest of my fingers to take the rest of the strings above the bass as far as pitch, or below if you're talking about top to bottom. And the picking is 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, where you're playing the notes of the D, but when you get to the E string, you take your finger off and play the E, and then play the F sharp. So, okay. Then we're going to go to a D major 7, which is just moving this finger down. So I've really got these three, and do the same pattern. Okay. Then we've got this B minor 7 form, where we're going to do the same pattern, and this time I'm plucking the 5th string and playing the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st strings. Okay. And then we're going to form this chord where this first finger is going to cover 4 strings on the 2nd fret. And your middle and your ring finger are going to take the 1st string 3rd fret and the 3rd string 4th fret. So that's the chord. It doesn't sound right because we're actually missing this note, but we're not going to play that note. So we're just playing the 4th string, 3rd string, and 1st string. And you're plucking them. You play it again, but this time taking these fingers off. In fact, I'd just let this E ring. And then you take all your fingers off and play the 1st and 3rd strings. So that together would sound like this. And right after the intro, you're going to go to the chords E minor, A7, D major 7. Play that twice. Hello girl, it's been a while, not much, how about you? Okay. From there, we're going to go to an F sharp minor to a B minor, or an F sharp minor 7 to a B minor 7, whatever you prefer. I'm not sure why I called. Okay. And then what I like to do, I'm not exactly sure this is right, but it sounds right to me, is I'll play a G with an A bass, or G over A. You know, I really just wanted to an A to talk to you. So I'm suspending it, but not with a suspended 4, which you could do, but with a G over A. Okay. And then goes to the 2nd verse, so same chords, E minor, A7, D major 7. Repeat. F sharp minor to B minor 7. Same chord. So those are the verses. Now let's go to the chorus. And the way I play the chorus is I play a G major 7, to an A over G. So it's different from the G over A. To an F sharp minor 7 or F sharp minor, or B minor 7 or B minor 7. And you do that 3 times. I'm not talking about moving in, and I don't want to change your life. Okay, one more time. Then go back to that G over A. And I'd really love to see you. And when you say tonight, you're going to go right back to the intro. Really love to see you tonight. Same thing on the verses. Okay, so the next couple verses and chorus are exactly the same. Except when you say, I'd really love to see you tonight, that same part we were just on. I'd really love to see you tonight. Go just to a D. And from there you're going to walk down the scale. So a D, C sharp, note, to a B minor. And back to the F sharp minor. And from there to a G, A, so, really love to see you tonight. I won't ask for promises, so you don't have to lie. Again. Da 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 da. And then go to the G with the A bass. And say good A, chorus. Keep doing that until you want to end the choruses. And that's it. So I'd really love to see you tonight. Beautiful song. And it's pretty easy in the key of F or D, depending on what you want to call it. Technically F because of the capo. Okay, let's go to the next song, which is Nights Are Forever Without You. And for this, you're going to take the capo off because it is actually in E. Now the first 2 chords of the verse are an E and this chord. So you can see the chord chart. It's an A minor 6 add 9 over E with an E bass. Really very interesting sounding chord. And I mean that's really it. Lying in bed with the radio on. So those 2 chords. But at the very beginning of the song, before you actually start singing a verse, if you listen closely, there's sort of movement upward. And I think what he's doing is this. E, that chord we just looked at, go up to the 5th and 7th frets. Go up to the 9th and 10th frets, and then add this last note on the 10th fret, 2nd string. So that would be. Okay. And by the way, on this song, it might be good to use your fingers to pick on the verses, and then to actually have a pick maybe sitting in between your fingers so that when you get to the chorus you can really hit it. And I'll show you what I mean. So, lying in bed with the radio on, F sharp minor, to B, to E. And again, for the verse. See you again. Okay, then it goes to an F sharp minor, G sharp minor, A, E. You can take that pick and actually start using it around here because when you do the next pass, you're going to go F sharp minor, G sharp minor, A, start building up to a B to the chorus. Okay? Now the chorus, if you want to have the rhythm the same as they do, I'll try my best to demonstrate it. I'm not going to count it, so just use your ears and feel it. Okay, so it's... Okay, so that's the rhythm, but on the first and third times, you're going to add this syncopated beat in there, where you're going to go back to the B. So let me show that to you. You know Now a little tip, when you're doing these chords and moving up for that section, whether you use your pick or your fingers, I would think to keep my third finger on this fourth string and just not take it off. You might be moving the first and the middle finger a bunch. Like, I actually lift my fingers here, switch position, and then add my little finger. But my third finger never leaves the fretboard. So I'm letting my third finger be the guide for all the rest. And that makes that little transition a lot easier. Okay, so you'll just play that twice, the verses and then the chorus, and at the very end it's just the chorus all the time. So again, just to review the rhythm on the chorus, I think I got it wrong once there, but so this is how it is. Where they just fade out with saying nights are forever without you, they actually play it really straight, like nights are forever without you. Really straight. And you might notice when I'm strumming that sometimes you'll hear this, a percussive element when you're playing by yourself, because what I'm doing is I'm muting, putting my palm against the strings sometimes so that I could stop the sound of the chord but still hear the rhythm. Okay, so if you're not used to that technique, practice that where you put the palm of your hand on the strings to stop the sound. You can really create a lot. Now, you could play that chorus without thinking about any real rhythm. So you don't have to do all those slightly different nuances that I did. You can just really go. Just moving forward and just keeping that rhythm going without anything special. No one will notice if you want to just do it that way and just, crank it, if you will. Okay, so there you have it. I'd really love to see you tonight, and Nights Are Forever Without You, two classics from England Dan and John Ford Coley. Thanks for stopping by. Good luck, and I wish you the best. Bye-bye.